This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. Listen, y'all. Hoodie mode is just as dangerous as beanie mode. Because either way, when Hino's Sport got something in his head, you going in visceral, cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat true teller fashion. Here's the cold-hearted, here's the unadulterated, and here's the cutthroat true teller fashion. Errol the True Spence is gonna boop. Danny Garcia's Cherry Part 38. Let me say it again. Errol the True Spence is gonna boop. Danny Garcia's Cherry Part 38. Hear me? Hear me? Well, let's get on to it. As you guys know, Errol the True Spence is back on that Achilles shit. And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. Hino's Sport loves when a prediction comes through fruition. Let me say it again. Hino's Sport loves when a prediction comes through fruition. Hino's Sport told you guys, man, this man is living, like he told you guys on the PBC interview. He's sleeping, and he's therefore and thereby shitting fucking boxing. When we look at Errol the True Spence and we see him in the first pictures in sparring, this is a things that make you say, Things that make you say, it's fucking dangerous for Danny Garcia. Listen, come November 21st, Danny Garcia is hitting the fucking canvas. Danny Garcia is a stationary target. He's flat-footed. And if you guys remember part 2 of Errol the True Spence is gonna boop Danny Garcia's cherry, Hino's Sport said, "You fight like a younger man with nothing held back. Admirable, but too flat-footed." Let me say it again. You fight like a younger man with nothing held back. Admirable, but too flat-footed. He's too fucking flat-footed. And shout outs to Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk, because on the live stream yesterday, he brought that point up so eloquently. So Hino's Sport felt that he had to salute him. Appreciate you, brother. Bottom line is, Danny Garcia's footwork is shaky as fuck. It's already murky. And now you're talking about going into the murky, deep waters of deepest blue is my heart is like a Sharks fan. Deepest blue is my heart is like a Sharks fan. You're talking about dealing with the Megalodon shark. Remember, Errol the True Spence is the Megalodon shark. The Megalodon shark, it has no predator. It is the predator. Let me say it again. The Megalodon shark has no predators. It is the predator. Great movie reference of the power of the Megalodon shark. Go watch that movie, Meg. Go watch the whales. Go watch all of these big fishes and see, even with big fishes, how they bend the proverbial fucking knee of terror and fear. Let me say it again. How they bend the proverbial fucking knee of terror and fear of the Megalodon shark. Because once again, the Megalodon shark, it has no predators. It is the predator. And Errol the True Spence is a Megalodon shark variation. He's going to take Danny Garcia to deep waters. The initial rounds are going to be the fill-out rounds, only for Errol the True Spence. Danny Garcia is getting punished as soon as the bell goes ding, ding. Let me say it again. Danny Garcia is getting punished as soon as the bell goes ding, ding. Once Danny Garcia feels the punch resistance of Errol the True Spence, he's going to realize, man, this is the wrong cherry I done barked up. Because here's the thing with Danny Garcia. He's a cherry picker extraordinaire. He thought that, I'm going to just jump into the ring after the Sean Porter fight, and I'm going to basically make some noise. Oh, man, because Danny Garcia's career, he's used to dropping the smaller guy, Adrian Granados. Oh, I'm back to the welterweight, I was back when I beat Adrian Granados. Again, Adrian Granados, a guy that weighed 138 pounds prior to fighting Danny Garcia, let that marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum, dog. The bottom line is this. The guy that fought Rod Salka, a guy that just left the military and picked up boxing the next week. Come on, man. Don't let me get on Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia doesn't understand. This is a cherry that went wrong. And like my boy Tom Ross said the other day, it's time to separate the weak from the fucking strong. And when you pick the wrong fucking cherry, you can't be thinking that Errol the True Spence, because he got out of a car crash as a cherry. When has Errol the True Spence and cherry been synonymous with one another? And we know when you play with fire, what's the terminology in the old adage? You get burned. Let me say it again. We know when you play with fire. What's the terminology in the old adage? You get burned. Errol the True Spence is a Megalodon shark that's going to teach Danny Garcia a proverbial lesson. You are a deep water tuna. We don't belong in the fucking ring. And I'm glad you thought, after the performances against Mikey Garcia, which Mikey Garcia still hasn't returned back to boxing. And when he did return back to boxing, we saw the lackluster performance of Jesse Vargas. We saw Mikey Garcia got reduced into a Uber, a Lyft, and a hold up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver fighter. This was relevant or reminiscent when he fought against Eric Morales. He was getting beat the fuck up in a charity fight against a guy that was over 10 plus years removed from boxing. Again, things that make you say, Things that make you say, Here's the bottom line with this. And people have to understand this in its most cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, truth-teller fashion. When Errol the True Spence starts hitting Danny Garcia with the punch resistance, Danny Garcia ain't gonna know what's hidden, what he done felt. And all of this shit about Danny Garcia got a chin, he got a chin. That chin is getting exposed. He ain't faced a fighter like Errol the True Spence. Errol the True Spence's mission in super shredder form is to make you bend the proverbial fucking knee. Just ask Kell Brook. Ask Sean Porter. And that wasn't just a Errol the True Spence and that Sean Porter fight. That was in his super shredder on his Achilles shit mode. Y'all motherfuckers stay late to the party. He knows the sport told you guys. There's two ways to skin the cat. It's either you have a strength and conditioning coach that gets you there, or you eat, you sleep, or you shit fucking boxing like Errol the True Spence said. Come November 21st, Danny Garcia is getting his cherry in the fucking ring. Because Errol the True Spence is going to hit him with punch resistance punches with mean intentions that's going to make Danny Garcia fold. That's going to make Danny Garcia bend the proverbial fucking knee. Because once Danny Garcia's flat-footedness gets exposed the way it's supposed to get exposed, Errol the True Spence is going to test this whole Green Knight chin. Because like He Knows the Sport said so eloquently in the live yesterday, a person only has a Green Knight chin because they haven't found the right punch to basically expose that supposed Green Knight chin. Let me say it again. A person has a Green Knight chin because they haven't dealt with the punching resistance to expose that Green Knight chin. When Errol the True Spence touch up Danny Garcia's chin is going to get exposed. You're going to see Danny Garcia hit the fucking canvas, and you're going to see Angel Garcia out there outside of the ring snorting fucking angel dust because he's worried about his son. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. And that's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. Once again, come November 21st, Danny Garcia is getting his cherry in the damn ring. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.